don't lie. When uncertainty hits, politicians can spin the story however they want. But investors, they move their money and fast. Right now, we're watching capital shift in a way that tells us something big is coming. The U.S. stock market is breaking records, yet capital is quietly flowing into European assets and, more importantly, gold. Is this a sign of an impending crisis, or is the market simply repositioning for a world where America plays by a different set of rules? Where do you think the markets are headed? Are we witnessing a financial realignment or just another cycle of volatility? Despite the doom and gloom about global instability, the U.S. stock market is on fire. The S&P 500 and the NASDAQ are hitting new highs, tech stocks are leading the charge, and investors seem unfazed by geopolitical turmoil. But take a closer look and you'll notice the cracks. Beneath the rally, volatility indicators are creeping up, signaling unease. Defense stocks and energy companies, often seen as safe bets in uncertain times, are quietly gaining traction alongside tech giants. And perhaps most concerning, the bond market isn't buying the optimism. The yield curve remains inverted, a classic recession warning that has preceded every major economic downturn in recent history. So what's going on? This isn't just about market growth, it's about hedging against uncertainty. Investors are chasing short-term gains in stocks while quietly preparing for something bigger. And the real question is, what are they seeing? What are they seeing that the mainstream isn't talking about? While Wall Street celebrates, the smart money is moving elsewhere. Gold, the world's oldest safe haven, has surged past $2,900 an ounce in a clear signal that investors are bracing for turbulence. European markets, after years of stagnation, are suddenly seeing renewed interest, particularly in industries tied to defense and energy. Even Switzerland's currency, a go-to asset during global instability, is quietly gaining value. This isn't normal. This is classic behavior when investors anticipate a major shift in the global order. They aren't betting on collapse, but they're positioning themselves for the fallout of an era where American economic dominance is no longer guaranteed. So why now? What's changed that has investors making these moves? The answer is simple: geopolitics. America's role in the world is shifting, and the markets are adjusting in real time. Under Trump, the days of America footing the bill for Europe's defense are over. NATO allies are being forced to step up, and that means billions, maybe trillions of dollars flowing into the European defense industries. The European Union, after decades of relying on the U.S. military umbrella, is being pushed towards self-reliance. That's a seismic shift, and the money is following the trend. Meanwhile, China's economy is faltering. Their manufacturing sector is struggling, foreign capital is leaving, and supply chains are reorienting away from Beijing. Investors aren't waiting to see how this plays out, they're moving their money now. And then there's the global trade dynamic. The U.S. is recalibrating its relationships, prioritizing economic security over free trade. That's why emerging markets, normally the go-to place for high-growth investments, are stagnating. Money isn't flowing into speculative bets anymore, it's flowing into stability. So where does all this lead? If history is any guide, this is just the beginning. When investors flee to safety, it's not because they expect stability, it's because they expect shocks. They see governments scrambling, alliances shifting, and a future where American protection isn't a given. This isn't about market correction or temporary fears. This is about investors preparing for a world where global power structures are rewriting themselves. And if that's the case, then the financial world, as we know it, is about to dramatically change. What do you think? Are we on the verge of a major economic realignment? Is this just another market cycle, or are investors bracing for something much bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe for more hard-hitting geopolitical analysis. This is Frank for America's Geopolitics. See you next time.